Benzema applies the gloss touch. Koke! What a goal! Ronaldo! Absolute class. And a goal! Griezmann! It's brilliantly turned home. Barcelona in real trouble.
Barcelona had a weekend to forget last time out. Defeat in San Sebastian was humiliating in the eyes of many, meaning it's been a difficult 7 days or so for Tata Martino. Can they make amends tonight in the comforts of the Camp Nou? Barcelona against Almeria is live in HD and on the go with Sky Go. Well, with the Madrid derby ending in a draw earlier today, 3 points for Barcelona would mean they'd go 2 above Atletico and 1 behind Real. They could improve their goal difference as well against an Almeria side fighting against relegation. Well, John Toshak and Guillaume Balaguer are still with me. John, how disappointed were you with Barcelona last week? You witnessed it firsthand. And how important is it then they get nothing other than 3 points tonight?
Well, I think last week, you know, traditionally San Sebastian is a difficult place for Barcelona. You look at the results over the last 5 years, you see that. But I thought a bit of relaxation crept in. You know, I mean, after the result in Manchester against Manchester City Europa League, I saw they cancelled the training session the following day and they came to San Sebastian. 6 changes, I think, they made in the side. Bartra, Song, people like that. The Neymar first game back, and they right from the first whistle, Sociedad were up for it, and Barcelona got steamrolled. You know, they really did. Poor performance, and they've had to wait a week, which is never a good thing. You know yourself. You want to get a game in as quickly as you can after a performance like that.
But as a coach, maybe it gives you a bit more time to put in your tactics that you want to do. However, we spoke about it in Revista on Tuesday, about the criticism that Tata has been receiving. 6 changes again tonight. This is obviously the Almeria side, but in terms of the side he's looking at, we talked about he lost the players. Is that still the case now?
Well, you don't lose them and then win them after a week, but it was just the tactics used, the substitutions, the rotating of the team that was not expected. Nobody liked what happened, not least of all himself, who actually kind of apologized publicly already twice in the press conference before this game. He also said again, it was my fault. But he's got to prove now to the players that he understands what the players need, and what the players need is control of the ball, lots of midfield play. Even in a 4-3-3 formation, even if he doesn't use 4 midfielders, he may do in bigger games, he's going to be, we think, the old Barcelona, if you like. Less of the direct football, more of the keeping control. Let's see if that's what happens. I think Almeria will allow them to do that because they are that kind of team as well.
We shall discuss this more tonight and in Revista on Tuesday, of course. Your commentary team, Terry Gibson and Kevin Keatings.
Thanks, Scott. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Camp Nou, where revenge is certainly in the air. And Barcelona playing last of the 3 title contenders, with just the perfect result for them, really, in the Madrid derby. And as Barca get us underway, they go in search of narrowing the gap to Real Madrid at the top to a single point, and at the same time move 2 points above Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid. If you missed that superb game at the Vicente Calderón earlier, it finished 2-2. And Barcelona facing a team that has never previously beaten them in La Liga. It's not a historic fixture by any manner of means. This is only the 7th season amongst the elite for Almeria. Barcelona straight onto the front. Lack of playing time in recent months. Don't think it would be stating anything by way of over-exaggeration to say that Xavi's no longer an automatic first choice for Tata Martino. Probably the same applies to Iniesta at the moment. I wouldn't have fancied saying that 12 months or so ago. Of course, Iniesta's had a few injury problems. Xavi not getting any younger and still carrying a few niggles himself, but Tata Martino rings the changes again, Terry, from last week against Real Sociedad. 6 in all in his starting 11 here.
Yeah, it certainly is a
really impressive squad. You're looking for much better from this 11 tonight, looking for better from the likes of Neymar, Messi, Alexis Sanchez, looking at a much changed back four. And I do expect a real fearsome start from Barcelona to get back on track. It's important for Almeria. They try and keep it solid as possible, but hit back with attacks whenever possible. Not just sit back and hope, try and defend for 90 minutes. With the likes of Rodri and Jonathan Zongo, Alex Vidal, who can play, are really good players. Hopefully they can get the ball forward to them. We can have a real good open game of football.
Here's Messi trying to work that wide to Neymar. Almeria had a couple of seasons away in the second division after being relegated in 2011. Tata Martino's in the stands today after being sent off at half-time in last week's defeat at Real Sociedad. So Jorge Potasso, his number 2, will be down at touchline tonight. Almeria, as I say, relegated in 2011, a couple of seasons away. Had an awful start to the season, no win in their opening 10 games, just 3 points taken. 7 defeats in those first 10, but only 6 defeats in the last 15, so they've picked up a little. They're outside of the bottom 3 by just 1 place and 3 points at kick-off. Despite their promotion, they didn't spend a single euro in the summer. It was all free transfers and loans. They have the youngest coach in La Liga, in Francisco Rodriguez.
I think it's fair to say he's growing into the job, isn't he, Francisco Rodriguez? They hadn't won a game until week 11. Just 3 points in those first 10 games, so the fact they're out of the relegation zone at the moment just goes to show the considerable improvement under him as a manager. His first season. And they've got a real fighting chance of staying in division. Recent win against Atletico Madrid would have given them a much needed boost. A nil draw last week at home against Malaga.
In these difficult financial conditions, it's so important to retain your La Liga status. Clubs like Almeria don't earn anything like the pot that's available to Barcelona and Real Madrid, and the controversy over the riches that the big 2 get compared to the rest continues to rumble on. But nevertheless, the financial coffers will be certainly boosted if Almeria were to avoid another drop. Currently the 3 teams below them are Real Betis, who are at the bottom, Rayo Vallecano next to bottom, and Valladolid in the last of the bottom 3. In by Alves. Almost drop there for Alexis Sanchez. Dani Alves making a run, but it's Messi who's working the ball out wide here to Neymar. Adriano, Neymar, Xavi. Another darting run from Dani Alves. Beautifully found by Xavi. Good save, Esteban. Tremendous run from Dani Alves and a peach of a pass from Xavi. Here's Fabregas. Xavi picking out Alves again. Space found here by Fabregas. Neymar back with Cesc Fabregas. There's Alves free again. Already problem in the left-back area for Almeria. Dani Alves frustrated he couldn't make more of the space.
The play is so narrow and so congested that even Dani Alves in the slightly wider position is still inside the 18-yard box. The Almeria defence is narrow, the Barcelona defence attack is very, very narrow. On 2 occasions now, Dani Alves has popped up unmarked in the 18-yard box. Should have got that one across first time. That's what Alexis Sanchez would have been saying to him. Header back across goal would have been a tap in for 1 or 2 of the Barcelona players. sort of start anticipate for Barcelona. They're moving the ball around quickly. They're going to try and win it back quickly when they have to win it back. Predominantly it's going to be them in possession, trying to find a route through to goal.
Xavi Hernandez. Fabregas. There's going to be a lot here of Alexis, with a lovely touch from the Chilean. Takes on Dubarbier. Alexis probably looking for a free kick, but it's as good as, it's a corner.
See Dubarbier, the left back, clearly wants to play inside and play close to the 60 defenders, but those diagonal passes.
Chipped in by Messi. Esteban in full stretch. Adriano. Alves. Here's Messi. Dani Alves, room to turn. After a couple of spaces down here, Almeria. Adriano. Barcelona players were very critical of themselves in that defeat at Sociedad last week. Much of the fallout centred upon Tata Martino's starting 11, using both Alex Song and Busquets. Here's Alexis! No mistake. Esteban, the goalkeeper, didn't get it out of the danger area. And the excellent goal-scoring season for the Chilean international Alexis Sanchez continues. He's Barca's top scorer in the league, 16 now, 18 in all competitions.
It's a straightforward finish and no surprise to see it play out. And that right attacking flank cutting inside, it's Fabregas. Good work with Neymar. Fabregas with an attempt on target, the goalkeeper parries it. Alexis Sanchez on hands, as a quick glance towards the assistant referee after he's finished the goal to confirm the goal is legitimate. I think it is. Dubarbier caught napping. Esteban should put more power on the parry. Great for Alexis Sanchez. He's not going to pass up that opportunity.
It's more assured goalkeeping from Victor Valdez.
What system Almeria were going to play. It's a 4-5-1, but for 5 minutes there, the 4-5-1 was all in the defensive third of the pitch. No one was out. It was sitting back, waiting for the worst to happen, and it didn't take long for it to happen from their perspective.
Dubarbier. Header won well by Mascherano. Fabregas. Alexis. Neymar coming in from the wide left position. I was mentioning that the Barcelona players were critical of last week. So too, Terry, to an extent, was Martino. I think he admitted really that he got his selection wrong.
I'm surprised that he chose to experiment with the Busquets and Alex Song partnership in midfield against a team such as Real Sociedad away from home. You'd think by now that he would have enough experience in this division to know who are going to be the tougher games. Real Sociedad certainly away comes into that category, so he admitted his mistake. I think what he wants Barcelona to be is just Barcelona and get back to winning ways, get back to scoring goals, moving the ball about quickly, all the basic attributes that they've shown over the last 4 or 5 seasons, whichever 11 play. So far, so good in this match.
Oh, it's an unfortunate slip for Aziz. Trujillo's foul on Messi.
Comes in from the angle, doesn't he? They know they have to get tight to Messi, not try and allow him to turn. There's a late challenge there from Trujillo.
Busquets. Neymar. It's into a good challenge from Rafita. Taken on here by Zongo. Free kick against Busquets.
I thought Zongo should have been more direct there anyway. So he stops, it allows players to get back on the cover. Twists and turns, and it's just coming together between him and Busquets. Slightly fortunate to get the free kick.
Here's Zongo again. She's been promoted from the B team in January. 21-year-old. Dubarbier. Good work from Dani Alves. Xavi. Oh, wonderful pass. Not the best marking at all here on Neymar. He didn't pay a penalty for it. And I thought the positioning of the right back, Rafita, was awful there. Made the pass much more of an easier one for Xavi than should have been the case. Alves. They look aside very much on a mission tonight here. Barcelona, they know the importance of getting last week out of their system, but at the same time improving their position in the league.
It's important they maintain this start that they've had as well. Don't sit back and think that one is easily going to become 2 and 3.
Here's Aziz. Rodri. Keep an eye out for the Almeria number 10, who's actually on loan from Barcelona, who have not included a clause in that loan deal to Almeria to prevent him from playing against his parent club this evening. Here he is, Rodri. Test for Dani Alves. Oh, and it's coming together there, not too far outside the penalty area. Just had a little bit of pace there, Vidal, and suddenly Dani Alves was struggling. Claims from Almeria it might have been on the line. The referee tonight, Carlos del Cerro Grande, has given it outside, Terry.
He's given it a yard outside. It's a lot closer to the penalty area than the referee had judged. Not seen a conclusive angle of it just yet. I think he's just outside.
Certainly wasn't, as you say, a yard. Nervy moment for Alves.
Well, they had the free kick last time. It was a lot deeper, but they had the chance to put it in the box, and they took a short one. Barcelona got possession back, and Neymar probably should have scored on the counter-attack. So when they get these chances from set pieces, they're not going to create too much of open play. They have to make the most of these.
Almeria's longer-serving player. This is 33-year-old Corona, on his second league start of the season. Can he provide some quality? He went to try and catch out Victor Valdez at his near post. Only ended up being a sore head for Barcelona player in that two-man wall. Corona with a corner this time. Crowding Victor Valdez inside the 6-yard area. Puyol winning the initial header. Here's Corona. Neymar. Wonderful pace and balance. And Jonathan Zongo is claiming immediately at the referee that he didn't make contact with Neymar. The official clearly disagrees and has booked Jonathan Zongo.
This is a cracking run though, isn't it, from Neymar? Something I would like to have seen him done earlier when he had that one-on-one against in the box, and he decided to shoot. It hit the defender Rafita. I thought he was going to beat him in there.
on Aziz, who picked up that yellow card. Messi. The right idea, but just a little heavy with the pass, but Neymar was alive to the possibilities.
See the earlier attempt from Fabregas, which was parried. Here's the man tucked away nicely by Alexis Sanchez. 10 to 15 of those tap-ins will do any striker per season, and that's what Alexis Sanchez is doing this year. Goes to the spectacular goals that he scores, and certainly being a very valuable asset this season to Tata Martino.
Xavi. Adriano. Dani Alves beautifully picked out by Mascherano. To the return here, Alves. There was desperation about the last ditch defending there at stretch from Dubarbier, but he did enough at the expense of a corner. Quickly taken by Messi. Dani Alves heading in Messi. This time it's Corona who concedes the corner.
Really working this right flank, aren't they? Different players taking different opportunities to test Dubarbier. In general, though, it has been Dani Alves, and that was a close to a square pass across the 6-yard box, and another tap in for Neymar.
Busquets. Fabregas. Header picks out Neymar. Messi is caught walking on his heels there. Dubarbier with the interception. Fullback continues his run here. He looks up, he's got a ball on in the middle. It's gone beyond the only player that had got up in support of him, Alex Vidal. Xavi. Messi. Didn't get enough on it. It was a nervy-looking Torsiglieri who was facing up to Messi in full flight there.
See Torsiglieri backing off into the 18-yard box, allowing Messi to get onto his left foot, which isn't wise, is advisable, isn't wise. Messi went for accuracy there, didn't really get enough power there to trouble Esteban too much.
Ball won well here by Alexis. Certainly enjoying his best season at Barcelona. Alexis Sanchez. There's quite a lot of speculation that he was going to leave the club last summer. Xavi. Neymar. Certainly do with a better possession here now, Almeria, just to relieve pressure on them defensively. Revista Tuesday has all the goals and all the talking points, plenty of them from another weekend of La Liga football. And Spain's international against Italy, a very attractive game for you. 8:55 Wednesday, Sky Sports 1. Victor Valdez to play some part maybe in that. course, so many of these Barcelona players will. Corona. Rafita. Adriano with plenty of time here. Trujillo, not the most convincing of headers. Messi, beautifully away from Corona. He was pulling at the shirt of Messi. Referee just gave a few seconds to see if Messi could continue his run and pressurise that Almeria penalty area, but Corona was buying one for the team there.
I actually thought Messi was going to continue running with Corona on his back. Corona grabs it off of his shirt. See exactly what he's trying to do. He gets beat there to the ball by the end of Messi, just flicks it around him, and from then on, the only way he was going to catch Messi was by pulling his shirt. One of the more obvious yellow cards we're going to see this weekend, I think.
Xavi, Messi, take your pick.
I'm going to go with Messi. It's not a bad guess, I would imagine.
It's Leo Messi. Oh, magnificent goal! So well hit that the goalkeeper saw the direction of it from a long way out and still couldn't keep it out. As Messi scores for the 6th successive game.
That's why I guessed, hedged me bets and went with Messi. I've seen him do it on so many occasions, it's the perfect range for him. And I'm guessing this really does swerve him from beyond the post. You can see it starts a couple of yards outside the post. Bends itself in, the goalkeeper goes full length, Esteban. Messi concentrates on accuracy, but he still gets the power. You can see the spin on the ball, going from left to right, swinging in. It was a decent attempt to Esteban, but he was never going to get there. Puff of the cheeks, and that says it all.
Goalkeeper even took a couple of little strides to his right, anticipating where Messi was going to put it. But such was the high quality of the set piece. Well beaten in the end, although he did get a slight hand to it. It was always going to hit the back of the Almeria net.
There's a silly handball here given away by Adriano as well.
Yellow card as well for the Brazilian.
Chased down by Jonathan Zongo. Says he was picked up on knock as he put the cross into the box. Challenge from Dani Alves. To do some defending there, Dani Alves. It's not a great challenge, is it? It is late. We saw Corona with the opportunity from the other side of the pitch, went for goal. Being a right-footed player, this one is going to have to be clipped towards the far post for the two central defenders in particular.
Almeria with a great need to hit back through Corona's free kick. Oh, and Victor Valdez had to adjust slightly to make sure that he got enough on the hand there. Don't think he was expecting that ball to be fired in with quite the pace that Corona put on it, and he just did enough. Corona now with the corner. Oh, and Victor Valdez in no man's land. And they have got one back. It's Angel Trujillo with a free header. Well, he came, changed his mind, Victor Valdez, and paid the price.
It's an error from Valdez, and it's an error from whoever's picking up or not picking up the centre-back Trujillo. One mistake from Valdez is then compounded by lack of marking from Barcelona. Quite frankly, it's no surprise. We see it regularly, almost every week. Trujillo skips past Cesc Fabregas, who loses flight of him. He's looking at the ball watching. Trujillo skips in front of him, gets there first to the ball, goes over the head of Puyol. Straightforward finish from the central defender, just a few yards out. Valdez, as you said, isn't going to get there. It's a real mess up by Barcelona, but credit to Almeria. 2 or 3 decent set pieces have gone into the box, and they get their first goal of the evening.
And in the conceding of 1 set-piece goal there, Terry, you could probably point a finger at 3 Barcelona players. Goalkeeper Valdez, as we've discussed. Wait a moment, because Barcelona are threatening, and Jonathan Songo in with a rather risky challenge. Rather nervous look around at the referee. But I also thought Carlos Puyol misread the flight of the corner and got horribly caught underneath the ball. And as you pointed out, Fabregas ball watching. Whichever way you want to dress that up, it's poor defending. And as you say, quite rightly, Terry, not the first time we've seen that this season, or indeed last. Still an Achilles heel for Barca that they not yet addressed.
I think they're aware that they must be aware that they don't have too many big players in the team, and there are going to be, when it comes to marking at set pieces, always at a disadvantage against the majority of teams who will have 3, 4, 5 big players. So don't give away cheap free kicks and corners, and Adriano did that. It was a reckless handball, it was a petulant challenge. He didn't win the ball, so he flicked it with his hand, thought he'd get away with it. And that's what started it all off. From that, become the corner from Corona. Valdez tips it over, then the corner comes in, and they concede a goal. And you just have to stop giving away cheap set pieces.
Dani Alves.
Because they can't defend against them.
Alexis. Busquets. Lovely ball from Messi. Alexis. Messi looking to get under the loose ball. Didn't seem to have any space at all there away from the goalkeeper, but trying to shuffle it in at the near post. Found only the side netting.
I said they can't defend set pieces, but they can create some great attacking plays. Loads of players in attacking positions. It's Messi eventually. Just have 2 quick touches to try and get it round the goalkeeper. And the angle was just too much.
Free kick against Alves.
It's a clear foul, isn't it, by Dani Alves? He jumps into the back, there's a bit of an elbow onto the back of Vidal as well. Not sure what his complaint is about. He's claiming Vidal laid it back for him, but he didn't.
Corona's free kick. Has gone down holding his face. Free kick's actually gone the way of Neymar. I don't think he had the highest pain threshold there. He's clutching his nose when the actual contact was around his neck area, and it wasn't enough to send him to ground, was it?
A knock on the neck doesn't mean you're going to get a nosebleed, I'm afraid. That's where he was looking for the blood from.
Here's Messi. Neymar. Another good run from Dani Alves. Again, he's breached that left-back area. Nobody there at the far post. But surely Francisco Rodriguez is going to have to do something about that. They're all having a word amongst one another, the Almeria players. They're not covering those Dani Alves runs.
The goalkeeper doesn't cover Lionel Messi's free kick. Good attempt. There's a few fingers being pointed at Alex Vidal, the left-sided midfield player for Almeria.
Messi. Very well struck. Certainly had Esteban desperately seeking to cover his right-hand post, side netting only.
I think Gabavia, the left back, is calling for some help. I think he expects and anticipates that it should be Alex Vidal. So do one or two of his teammates as well. Vidal is trying to be offensive, he's trying to play in an attacking position, but he has to track Dani Alves back and help out his mate. You see Dani Alves has gone now. Vidal's got no idea where he is. He's just waiting for the right time. It's going to keep happening time and time again for Barcelona, for Dani Alves to find space after that diagonal pass across to the right wing position.
Messi. Vidal. Left it for Corona, who doesn't do a great deal with his possession.
This is a 10 from distance. Linking up well with Neymar. There's a lot more to come from those two. Stop-start season, isn't it, for the partnership so far?
Xavi. Puyol. Carlos Puyol might suffer by not being in the Spain squad for the World Cup. Hasn't played much at all this season, with continued problem with his knee. Won't turn out too many there from Neymar. Surprised he went back there, found himself a great position.
Rafi to the right back, ends up on all fours, and he's checking his studs, he's looking at his soles with his boots. He has to check his knee ligaments by the end of the game, the way that Neymar's twisting and turning him.
Here he goes again. Messi. Xavi's shot charged down, Busquets to Puyol. First time effort from Neymar. Doesn't trouble the Almeria goal.
There appears to be more goals on the horizon for Barcelona tonight. Puyol involved this time, stays up for the set piece. Cut back across the 18-yard box, and a decent attempt from Neymar. First time.
Dani Alves. Alexis. Messi. Offside against Neymar.
Does just go shades too early there. Puyol's cut back across the 18-yard box and just doesn't wrap his foot around it sufficiently to curl it in off the far post. Shows his intention.
Just in case you've joined the game late, Barcelona were 2-0 up at one stage. Goals from Alexis Sanchez. The follow-up from a free kick from Lionel Messi. Poor defending from an Almeria corner led to Angel Trujillo heading a simple reply for Almeria. Barcelona dominated The first half been close on a number of occasions to more goals. Now they work the right flank of the Almeria defence again with Neymar. Away. Shuffled safely by Marco Torsiglieri. Fabregas. Alexis, clever header that, Messi! Well, it would have been a wonderful assist for Alexis Sanchez. He did so well to turn that header into the path of Messi.
It's not only the header, it's brilliant movement as well. Dubarbier plays him on the side. It's a dynamic run from Alexis Sanchez. It shifts defenders. It makes Barcelona midfield player aware that they can find him with a pass that's going to be in a dangerous position. He tucks it back. It's a brilliant header. Messi there just can't guide it past Esteban into the goal. Just past the post.
Here's Rafita. Certainly happier going forward than facing Neymar in his defensive third. Puyol's going to have to deal with this. Oh, he's got a throw out of it. Did well.
See Dubarbier there wants a break from defending against, what do you think, Dani Alves, Alexis Sanchez, Messi. Trying to get forward. He's a former winger. One of those that's been converted into a fullback, and tonight he's probably thinking whether it was a wise decision or not.
Busquets, Xavi. Messi. Alexis was trying to feed the run of Messi. Tigorously won back. Verza, who's lost out in midfield for Almeria. Zongo. Chance to stretch his legs here. He's earned a corner out of Dani Alves. It's the best he could have hoped for in that position.
Job done, other than scoring a goal. I think this is exactly what he was trying to do.
Now, a little thought for Victor Valdez of a corner from the same side of the field, which Corona is going to take again. He'll be lucky to put it in the exact spot he did earlier.
It's not as if they're flooding the 18-yard box at Almeria, just 5 players attacking it.
They decide not to put it in, but eventually it's going to arrive, is it? No. It's a strange choice of a corner for me after what happened earlier. Corona's going to get another opportunity. Taken down by Trujillo, who's hunting an unlikely second goal, the centre-back.
He's going to have every chance of scoring a second goal when he goes up for set pieces. I cannot believe that Almeria and Corona, an experienced player, passed up an opportunity just to get the ball in the box. They tried to shift it, move the angle. They were lucky to get a second and third attempt at getting in the box.
Here's Neymar, showing a clean pair of heels again to Rafita. Away by Dubarbier. Into the last 5 minutes, but Barcelona dominated the first half. Not entirely. Almeria have had 1 or 2 openings, aside from that goal from Trujillo. If they can get to half-time, just 2-1 down Almeria, they've got something to build on for the second half. Zongo to Rodri. Nice layoff from Zongo. Can't get under the return because it's not accurate enough from Corona. There's Xavi. Puyol. Neymar, we've seen plenty of that Barcelona possession in the first half. Fabregas. Adriano. Messi. There's a wild swipe of the ball there from Dubarbier, and fortunately looped up for Esteban. Oh, Xavi. Not happy at a free kick being given against him there. The referee couldn't have been closer.
Both players realise they've got a chance of winning that ball, haven't they? And Xavi does catch him. Catches Rodri.
There's Vidal. Verza. Pass doesn't reach Dubarbier. The eager Alexis Sanchez in the way. Shapes the ball in, looking for either Messi or Neymar. Slight frustration initially, I think, from Neymar, and then a little applaud for Messi's attempt to turn it goalwards.
Again, it's the impressive Alexis Sanchez. Neymar coming in at the far post, and Messi takes the opportunity on the slide with his left foot. Difficult skill that even he couldn't pull off there.
Just suggesting to Neymar that he didn't see him.
I think it's actually quite a ridiculous scoreline at the moment, isn't it? 3 or 4-0. Wouldn't flatter Barcelona. The fact that Almeria had too many attempts on goal, but scored a goal from a set piece. And as the game goes on, perhaps Rodri and Zongo, Alex Vidal are being more of a threat in attack. A little bit more belief now for Almeria.
Driven in by Aziz, but didn't catch hold of it at all, the Nigerian.
Should be outside, shouldn't they, Barcelona, with goal attempts, playing in the attacking third of the pitch. Almeria at half-time will go in just the goal behind. I believe that they might be able to get something out of this game.
Atletico Madrid are the first of the 3 title contenders to play next weekend. Their match on Saturday is away to Celta Vigo. Barcelona play later on that Saturday away to Valladolid, as Zongo did well to escape Mascherano. He's done quite well on the few occasions that Almeria have got into Barcelona territory. Jonathan Zongo has not looked overawed on this big stage.
No, maybe it's been down the right flank, or now he's moved across onto the left side. He is. He's got the strength, hasn't he, and the quickness to move the ball up from halfway to attack.
Well, Real Madrid of the top 3 play the last of the games next weekend at home to Levante on Sunday. They'll be watching on with interest tonight at the Camp Nou after drawing 2-2 earlier with Atletico in the Madrid derby. Barcelona in front, but it should be by more, just 2-1.
Yes, and for all the dominance Barca have had, certainly in terms of possession, but also attempts at goal as well, it is only 2-1 to the champions against a side that we mustn't forget are fighting relegation as it stands. We'll get the thoughts of John and Guillaume in just a couple of minutes' time, where Barcelona went into a 2-goal lead. Alexis with his 18th of the season. What a great campaign he's having. Then Lionel Messi with a wonderful free kick, but Trujillo's header has shown up Barcelona's vulnerability. It's been an interesting game.